Chap Tales. Don't you wanna hear some Chap Tales? Hello, and welcome to Chap Tales, where I tell all the grit. All right, just been going through the old memory bank in the old Barnet. In the nuts. And then I thought of this story, which is not really music, but it's great. It's such a great memory. All right, so let's have it. Okay, so I've got a friend called Tai Zoob. He's one of my best mates in the whole world, and it was one summer. I can't even tell you what summer it was, but it was one summer. And we was in my house and sitting there, and it was like it was the Friday or something, Friday evening, before the week after. And we was just chatting away and that, and then we both had a week off work the next week, like, and I felt it's probably me who instigated it, but I was like, let's go on holiday. And he's like, where? What do you mean? What? And I said, yeah, fuck it. You know what I mean? Just me and you. Let's have it. Let's go away. So I can't remember how long I had to twist his arm up his back, but I probably did, because I'm good at doing that to people. You know what I mean? Getting them to do things they don't want to do. No. But so we got to the stage where we was agreeing that we was going to go away, but it was time to choose a destination. And I don't think it was like in the height of summer. It was the summer, but I don't think it was the height for summer, because we're not like ravers or nothing, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know why, but we just decided, let's go to iBiza. You know what I mean? We're not really like, do you know what I mean? We like to go out and have a drink and have a laugh, but we're not really massive ravers or anything. So anyway, we got the old Mac laptop out and started shifting through the Thomson website, seeing what they had on offer. And then we found this little holiday for a week, leaving like basically on the next day, Saturday, like in the morning or whatever. And it was a week away, self-catering in Ibiza, in San Antonio. Yeah, no, it didn't have any like bells and whistles really attached to it. It was just a straightforward room in an hotel. The hotel had a swimming pool, but there weren't no food added, nothing. Just do you know what I mean? Just your hotel room, and that's about it. So we booked it. It weren't expensive. I'm not even gonna guess, because I don't. Do you know what I mean? My head is like, I can remember the funny bits, but not everything that you. So anyway, yeah, we booked this holiday, and that. Ty flew home to sort out his gear and that, and I started sorting my gear out and that. And then he come round to me in the morning. We got a cab to whatever airport it was, Gatwick, not sure, but maybe. So then we flew out there, arrived in Ibiza, went to our room, got all settled in and that, and then it was like we'd arrived in the morning, like, and it felt like everything was dead, but that's because the night before was Friday night, and everyone was obviously on a mad one, and they're all in bed now, and we was like, we went to Kavos in Corfu once, and we turned up at about the same time, and it felt like it was dead until all the explosions started happening. But yeah, so anyway, so we're at Ibiza in the morning, whatever, so we put our stuff away in the room and that, and then So I said to Tai, we might as well, do you know what I mean? Have a little wander. So we had a wander around and that. And we had like a fridge in our room, and we went to the supermarket and bought, like, they had a good deal on San Miguel. So we just bought, I don't know, 40 cans of it or something, and just filled our fridge up with it, and types strange ingredients for his meals that he liked making. Bit of a chef, old Tai. And then so yeah, and then we bumped into the holiday rep, and she said, "Oh, I'm gonna be having a little meeting in some room downstairs in the hotel, just letting you know what's happening, if there's anything you want to do, like excursions and that." So we said, "Sweet, we'll see you down there in half hour." So went to that. There's a couple of other people there that had gone on holiday and that, so we got chatting with them and things. Anyway, so one of these excursions, well, it weren't really an excursion, it was like just a night in a pub, you know what I mean? But this pub was called Sergeant Pepper's. Now, obviously the Beatles link and that, but the minute we heard that, I was like, "Tai, we got to go." And he's like, "All right, sweet, it's tonight." And I was like, "Yeah, why not, man? Let's get on it." So we went back to our room because it weren't actually starting till 9 p.m. and it was only just down the road, this pub, whatever you want to call it, bar, pub, whatever. So we went back to the room, and then I don't know, we just said, "Well, let's just start drinking now," because it was like 6:30 coming up to 7, whatever, in the evening. And so we was like, "Sweet, what we'll do is we'll stay here till 8:30 drinking, and then we'll make our way down to the Sergeant Pepper's, and we will get involved, whatever's happening there." So I can't remember what we drank, but we probably drank about 10 cans each in the few hours that we was waiting, couple of hours we was waiting for the everything to kick off. Like, so by the time we got to Sergeant Pepper's, we was pretty drunk, like. And always when you get to these bars and these little holiday places, they've always got like trays of shots when you're going in the door. Like, so me and Ty were there just whacking as many as we could before we got told off. And then we went inside, and a couple of the people that was at the meeting with the rep were there. So we sort of went over and stood with them at the bar and that, chatting to them and that. And we was pretty drunk. And so the night went on, and then after a while, after having like shots and more beer and stuff in Sergeant Pepper's, I was absolutely off my tits. I'll tell you what, I was just falling asleep on the bar nearly. So then they're playing games in this pub, you know what I mean? Like trying to make everyone, like, you know what I mean? And then so there was this game, right? So I'm standing there with Type, like, and we're watching other people do it, yeah. And basically they stuck like a bungee rope round your chest, and then they bungeed you to a wall, and basically you had to walk to the other wall, like the opposite wall. And when you got there was all these little notes pinned to the wall. So basically all you had to do is walk to the other wall with the bungee pulling you back, obviously making it a bit harder. And then you had to take a ticket off the wall, and then you come back to the DJ, pass him the ticket, and then he tells you whether it's like, I don't know, eat something, drink something, do handstand, you know what I mean? So we're watching it, and then couple of other, like, Taib is the strongest geezer that I know. I'll tell you what, he's so strong. And it's not like he looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something, but he is strong as anything. He's just got the core Persian. That is what he is, the core strength Persian. But so anyway, he's gone up and had a go at the game, right? So they're there. There's a couple of fellas next to him helping him put all this harness on and that, like. And the DJ's giving it some behind the decks, like saying this and saying that, telling Tybe what to do. And You know what I mean? Type's like, yeah, sweet. He is pretty drunk as well, Type, but you can't ever stop the strength of the Taizoob. So anyway, so the guys basically said to Tai, okay, Tai, let's go. Get one of the tickets off the wall in front of you or whatever. So Type's just like bowling, you know what I mean? No, nothing's gonna stop him, you know what I mean? He is Taizoob. So he's got halfway to this wall. And then the two fellas that were like helping him with a harness and that, yeah, they think it's funny, but going to be funny to grab the bungee, yeah, and start pulling it back as well. Like, so he's losing the stretch that he's got in this bungee. And so anyway, so he gets just over halfway, and then boom, they've folded him back quite a lot. And there's two like fair sized fellas holding this bungee back. He ain't looked behind him Type, but he's just like, I can see his mind is just going all over the shop. He's thinking, the last three people I've watched do this, a little silly, do you know what I mean? Like, and they've done it, like, and Type's struggling to get to the wall, like, and I can see, oh, it's just like mental. It's just like, and then they've bloody let go of the bungee, ain't they? And he's just gone whack against the wall. And but he's also grabbed the ticket or whatever, and then he's gone back to the DJ, and he's passed him the ticket, like, and he's got the old stuff off him, whatever. And so basically the guy said, right, you got to go with my reps, and then they're gonna get you ready to go next door where I had my lunch, but I forgot to have my pudding. So I want you to go into the restaurant, and I want you to get my pudding and bring it back for me. Bring it here. But you're going to go downstairs with my reps first, because they're going to tell you all the ins and outs of what's happening. So Ty's like, all right, sweet. So by this time, I am really, really badly drunk, and I'm just like falling asleep on the bar. Just like everyone's looking at me thinking lightweight, you know what I mean? Because I hadn't actually had that many drinks in the bar. It was these 10 cans of bloody San Miguel that we had before we got there. So anyway, Tybe's disappeared, and he's gone for a bit, like a while, like, and I was just laying on the bar, my face in the bar. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then so I'm sitting there like with my face on the bar, and then I've just felt a whack across my back, yeah, and I was just like, I jumped up. I was like, I wouldn't have been in any kind of condition to fight someone off me or whatever. I didn't know what was going on. I just sort of jumped up, like all blurry eyed, like, and I'm looking in front of me, and I ain't joking. There's a caveman standing in front of me. Right, what these reps had done, yeah, they'd taken Type downstairs, yeah, and they dressed him up like Captain Caveman. I ain't even joking, you know, like where half of it's showing like one of your tits and the other half's not, and it's like all the proper leopard or whatever the print is, and these little shorts and these big boot things, like I don't know, it's just, and then Type's like, his barnet is like all over the shop anyway, so I mean, and then he's got in his hand a big club. This looks like one of them crisps, you know, knickknacks. Look like one of them, a massive one, like a proper caveman club. And he's just like looking at me like, and I was just like, oh my God, what have they done? They don't even know what they've done. And then that's it. You give Type the fuel, he will use it. You know what I mean? So that's it. He's off. He's going around the whole of this Sergeant Pepper's, and he is bashing everyone in there. Everyone's running away from him. There's birds screaming. Oh my God, it's just mental. And I'm just still sitting in the exact same spot I was, but I can obviously see around the bar. Well, I could see back then. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. So he's flying about by, he's hitting everyone, like, and then the reps chasing him, trying to get him to calm down. The DJ shouting things out across the bar. Anyway, they've calmed him down in the end, and they've brought him back to where I'm sitting, like, and they've calmed him down, like, and then the DJ's trying to talk to him, like, and he's just standing there like a nutter, like, and he's like, okay, so you know what you've got to do. You've got to go next door and get my pudding, bring it back to me. That's it. Simple as that. So Ty's like, okay. So he's just started moving towards the door of the place, like, so everyone's got up, even like I've got up and started like trying to get over there, like in the drunk state I was in. So you come outside and then there's stairs down to the road, like, and they've told him to go outside, go to the bottom of the stairs, chuck a left, go left into the, I think it was an Indian restaurant actually, just go up to the manager and say blah blah blah, DJ was in here, once he's put in, and then bring it back and bring it into me, and then whatever. But Taib, he's gone down the stairs and he ain't chucked a left, he's chucked a right. And then he's chucked a right again into some other, I don't even know what it was, but basically they had a load of old people in there playing bingo. So Taib was run in there, yeah, with this club dressed like a caveman, and everyone, all these old ladies and that, there was a couple of fellas as well, I think. They just all looking at Taib like, oh my God, what's going on? So he's run up to the person, can't remember if it was a man, lady, what, but he's run up to him, who's calling the numbers and that, and they've got like one of them machines where you roll the balls round and then you stop it and the ball rolls out, whatever. And he's run up to them and he's just whacked them round the head with this club, yeah. They've hit the floor and then he sat on them and he sat there going, give me my pudding, give me my pudding. So the reps have all run in there. They've got time off the person. They're pulling him out of the place. They're apologising. Oh my God. The person that he hit and then sat on was actually smiling at the end of it because they thought it was quite funny once the reps had explained what's happening. But so anyway, they got him outside and they've like walked him past Sergeant Pepper's and they said, this is the restaurant, but don't hit anyone. So Type's gone in. And he like a couple of the reps went with him, like and we're in the last place, like half of the Sergeant Pepper's crowd had gone in there as well, like, so this time the rep saying, look, everyone else just stay out here, right? And then, you know what I mean, everyone's in tears, like laughing. So anyway, Tyab's come back out, yeah. One of the reps is holding his club, so I don't know what he's done to make him take the club off him, but he's got a massive bowl of fruit salad in his arms, yeah. Like quite a big bowl of it, like. So he's brought it down. He's gone right into Sergeant Pepper's. Everyone's coming in, like I've walked back to where I was sitting and sat down, and he's gone up to the DJ and he's standing in front of the DJ and he's got this fruit salad in his hands, yeah. Well, so the DJ's like, oh, thank you, that's mine, cheers, pass it up or whatever, yeah. And then Tybe's just, it was so funny, right? He's just picked this bowl of fruit salad up, yeah, and he's just started eating it out of the side of the bowl, like, he's finished it all, yeah, and he's dropped the bowl on the floor, and then the DJ's like saying to him, yeah, that was my pudding. Like, and Ty's like, oh, shut up. And then he's just like, he's gone back to the reps. He's like, where's my clothes? And then they're like, oh, come downstairs. So they took him again away downstairs somewhere. And then I'm just sitting there shaking my head, like, and different people coming up to me saying, is that your pal? And I was like, yeah. And then they was like, oh, we will never forget that as long as we live. And I won't forget it as long as I live. And I'm just glad that I could see then. And then Tybe's like come back up, like dressed in his normal clothes, his hair's all brushed and it just looks normal again. Like he's like, oh, what's happening? I was like, yeah, what's happening? and then I can't remember what happened, but one of the reps said something to Tybe and it like pissed him off a bit. Like, so he's just like, let's go. And I was like, okay, and I'm just like trying to walk, but I can't. So he's just grabbed me and just like frog marching me out of this place. Like, we get out to the top of these stairs on the outside bit, and then there's like this big plaque, like this big board of like all information of what's going on over the next week or whatever, like at this place or whatever. And where I'm drunk, like, and Type's trying to take me to these stairs, like, I've sort of bumped into this thing. It's hit the floor, and I'm not even joking. I fell on top of it, and it's gone flying down the stairs. They weren't that big, but it was funny, like. And I went sliding out into the road. Lucky there weren't no bloody cars or anything coming. And then Type's just come over. I'm laying on top of this thing in the road, like everyone's just still watching and laughing, like. And then he sort of just grabbed me and he's like dragging me up the street because I'm too drunk to walk, like. And then it was quite funny because just before we got back to our hotel, there's like a supermarket, like. And Type's like left me on the floor outside the supermarket. He's gone in and like he's just come back out with loads of food, just bags of food or whatever. So he's like grabbed me again and then just like basically dragged me back to our room, like. And then I think I fell asleep. I don't know, but I just thought I had to share that story with you because it was unbelievable to be there. It was just so funny. There's plenty more of them to come. Yeah, so keep listening, people. Yeah, nice one. Thanks for listening. Cheers. Love ya. Speak soon. Goodbye.
Chat Tales. Don't you wanna hear some Chat Tales?